Hello guys, I'm here today to speak about programming language paradigms. And what is it, guys? It's something like the style of the code, how you are going to organize your code, guys. We have the imperative paradigm, that it's a paradigm where you say step by step what to do to read a result. As example, we have the languages C, Fortran, and Python. We have the object-oriented paradigm, that it's based on concepts of objects, which are instances of classes, and promotes code reuse and modularity. As examples, we have the languages Java, C++, and Python. We have the functional paradigm, that treats computation as the evaluation of mathematical functions and avoid mutable states and mutable data. As examples, we have the language Haskell and Lisp. We have the logical paradigm, that it's based on formal logic and inference. The program declares what is wanted, not how to obtain it. As example, we have the language Prolog. We have the declarative paradigm, that specifies what is to be done, not how to do it. Includes sub-paradigms such as logical and functional. As example, we have SQL, the language SQL, for database queries. We have the procedural paradigm, that's a type of imperative paradigm that organizes code in procedures or subroutines and focuses on decomposing tasks into procedures. As example, we have C and Pascal. And finally, we have the reactive paradigm, that it's based on data flows and the propagation of changes. It's used for user interface and event systems. As example, we have React, that it's a JavaScript library, and RxJava. Now that I have talked about the 7 most common paradigms, let's see an example of how to add numbers from 1 to 10 using the imperative paradigm and the functional paradigm. Now with the imperative paradigm, I have here the code. I will explain it to you. I have created the variable sum, that it will start with the value 0. And I have created a loop in here, and what I'm saying here in this loop is that while my variable I be smaller than 10 or equal be smaller or equal 10, I want to do this code in here. I want to run this code in here, and I want to add more 1 to my variable I. And I want this code to say that sum will receive the value inside sum, that it's in the beginning it's 0 more the value inside I, that it's 0 more 0 plus 1, that it will be my variable sum. We have the value of 1 right now. And now in the second loop, I will have the value of my variable I, it will be 2, and the value of my variable sum, it's 1. Then 1 more 2, it equal 3, and I will do it till my I be smaller, be bigger than 10. And the result we are going to see here, guys, it's 55, as you can see in here, 55. Now with the functional paradigm, I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I have created here a const, that it will be an array that of numbers that will start with 1, 2, 2, 3, and till finally 10. And I have created here a const summy, that we receive a function, and this function we receive two parameters, and that it's going to be the accumulator and the number. And I'm saying here that in this function that for each value inside my array I want to sum my accumulator plus my number. For example, it's the same thing I did before. In the first loop I will say that uh, my accumulator it's 0 and the number it's 1, and my accumulator plus the number it's 1. With the number 1 it's 1, and my accumulator right now it's 1. And now I'm in the second loop. I'm saying that my accumulator 1 plus my number 2 right now it's 3. And now in the third loop I'm saying that my accumulator it's 3, and my function will return my accumulator plus the number 3, that it's 3 plus 3, that it will be 6. And then till I arrive this last number in here, that it's 10, and then my function will return the value to me, the sum of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. As you can see, guys, when I run my code, why don't I receive my value? I receive my value here, that it's 55, the same as before. When I use the functional paradigm, you need to know that of course there is more going on under the covers, but it's in this case it's look like more easy to use. Do you think, guys, it's more easy to use the functional paradigm than the imperative paradigm? I think in this case, but in other cases can be more useful to use the imperative paradigm than the functional paradigm. Now you can ask, what is the best paradigm to use in my life? Guys, it depends. The answer is it depends what you want to do. Like the programming language, it depends what you want to do. Because you have to choose a paradigm that it's going to help you, it's going to be more useful to you do what you want to do. Like the programming language, guys. Like the video and subscribe. See you guys.